because it looks like Scarborough and Bigham back to the board here, back in the action and ready to give us a show. This will be for, again, a top 4 position. This is an exciting spot to be, but a tough spot to be because, just get it done here. Don't lose and then have to try to win another in the loser side bracket with the guy that's been running.
Yeah, this is a very important match. Not that either of these guys were completely out of the conversation, but certainly not the big names in the brackets they were in. And to be here and played the way that they have, to then face off against one another. I talked about in the pre-show a lot about guys coming into matches feeling like they can win it. This is a wonderful spot for both of these guys. I think you tip Scarborough just because of the giant names that he's gone through. But we haven't seen Bubba yet. Who knows? We may be outshined very quickly with the darts he's throwing.
Well, this was a couple years back, about maybe 2 years and some change, when Jules was really hitting that North American soft tip peak at the time. And Scarborough triple dipped him in an online event, right? And we started calling him Giant Killer Scarborough. And guess what? He's choosing to use that moniker over Magic Mike, it seems, today. And we talked about his run. It's important to note, Bubba, I had a tough first round. I mean, we had him going against Alex Spellman in a 5-2 win. Then Alfredo Rodriguez from the Team Cheetos with a 5-1 win. Dylan Sankey for a 5-2. And then a 5-1 win over Bob McCoy. Mike Scarborough goes ahead and fills it up. The challenge to throw early on against Bubba here.
Yeah, nothing we haven't seen from him just yet. We need to be convinced that Bryan Bigham can do that. Good last, but darts stolen.
Becky Jedlow regains her footing after her 2-bow jump, now to a 3-2 position on Paula Murphy, and that close battle there.
Nice setup shot there from Mike Scarborough. 2-darter left. We know what he can do on those 19s.
Good last dart. I mean, leaves 67, but I mean, his own throw has been taken away, and it's up to Scarborough to dictate what's being done with it.
Treble 18, double-double.
Instead, just the 57 to leave 40. Now Bubba has his spot back. That was your gift back. You have to take it, though. There's only so many presents getting given out on a day like this.
Well, we haven't seen the big scoring, but if the clean finishing is there, and it is, that'll be a nice tally mark to get this one started for Bryan.
Now, of course, Mike's just going to say, I have the throw, I have the position, let's go ahead and make something happen. And this is the something happening, by the way. There's a 180 that starts things off for Magic Mike Scarborough.
His second one of this match already.
Just looking. Ram Guevara, Mike Maloney queued up for that one 5th-6 match. And again, we will get those because that decides who gets in. Leonard Gates waiting on the loser of this matchup. There's your reward. Of course, Kevin Luke waiting on the winner for the seeding matchup.
We are less worried about that. You'll see us move away from the men once we get through those qualifying spots. Make sure that we get all of the money matches for the ladies.
Ladies! Bubba not contesting this leg so far. He's going to need to find a 180 to get back into parity. Doesn't really help the cause because you're still looking for, I mean, you still have 6, but no matter what, you have to hit 10 plus on your next. 100 doesn't get you there.
But not a lot done there for Mike Scarborough. So a big shot here from Bryan puts a heck of a lot of pressure on that 1-3-2. He could be looking at a 2-0 lead. That's why these games of 501, so many twists and turns. And Bryan is putting a lot of pressure on there. He's at a 1-triple finish. Technically, Mike is as well, a little fancier. Depending on how he goes at it. He shoots the right shot, doesn't find the treble 19, but does leave 40. So 4 19s and a double bull for Bubba.
It'd be a heck of a shot. Of course, Bubba wants it.
Why does it look like he's looking up?
Oh,
Okay,
that was
good.
scary. That was scary. That's a good marker dart, but no, doesn't take it.
I completely missed the eye line on that one. Yeah, not the shot that Bryan would have wanted, especially in that spot. Would have rather gotten a whack at that bullseye.
Well, good recovery. You can see the head shake there. Again, that energy from Scarborough earlier. You gotta think, man, he was finishing so well, scoring so well. He's probably still kind of calming down from some of that adrenaline just a little bit.
Yeah, surprised to hear or see the head shake. I mean, important leg. They both have one under their belt now. So we should see these guys settle in and really start facing off in the semifinal that we know they want to give us here. But a little head shaking early in this match is a little surprising from Mark.
I will warn the audience, if Mike Scarborough wins this match, there is a non-zero chance that he is going to take off his shirt during a celebration, even though he's been advised not to. I just want everyone to know that.
Wait a minute. You told that young man that he couldn't?
I've said it every time I've seen him at a tournament ever since.
Oh, my gosh.
He did it not once, but twice in the same day to us. During his walk-on and during a big win.
A nickname like Magic Mike. It has to happen. It's going to happen.
I still think he's back to the giant killer mood that he was in.
He is certainly finding some troubles right now. Back in this leg. Seemingly from nowhere. Bryan still with the lead, but Mike definitely pressurizing.
It is set up to 102. Good find on that last start as well. 140 just didn't feel like quite enough. 102 is a little bit more comfortable. Gives you a little bit more room for error as well.
Set up shot here for Mike. He is taking full advantage. Still leaves it over a ton.
Now it's up to Bubba to just control these darts. Try to find that first dart trip so that way you have that clean shot. Instead, he's going to be fishing. Trip 14 for double top. Let's find the 14.
Good dart. Stands up tall and buries it.
He wore his big kid shoes.
See a little ring of the bell with the left hand. 2-1 lead. With throw so far.
And again, the fact that not at least one of these, but potentially both of these guys could be in our top 4. Again, I have a lot of respect for Bigham and Scarborough. But we've already kind of hammered on this a little bit. The fact that they could both be in the top 4, I think, would have surprised a lot of people. Now, of the loser side, at least Ram Guevara or Mike Maloney will make that top 4 for the first time. And Leonard Gates potentially making it for the, I believe, second time. If he wins against the loser of this matchup. And Kevin Luke making it. Well, now he has a continued record, as you pointed out.
Yep. has qualified in the top 4 every year that he's played in it. 3 out of 4.
And you have to think, I mean, Kevin Luke's probably one of the more people know him, but in the grand scheme of when you're talking about some of the best in the U.S., I feel like he gets left out of a lot of those lists. And he absolutely has consistently gotten deep results in brackets like these. Losing to the Randy Fern in the final last year of this very event.
So just a par there for Bubba, staying within touching distance.
Paula Murphy soars ahead, 4-3 on Becky Njedlo right now.
Yeah, women's bracket a little behind. So next up, we will have one of our 5th, 6th matches. Ram Guevara and Mike Maloney.
A big last start from Bubba, leaves the 1-6-7, gets out in front and gets into a good position. I mean, it's still a big ask, but it's a chance, right? I argue this all the time. Giving yourself that extra chance, even if it's an unlikely big checkout, is still impactful for the 1 to 10% of the time you hit it.
Well, and that's why I'm always preaching percentage shots. It's escaping me right now, but you don't hit 100% of the shots you don't take. You can't take out a 1-6-7 if you don't leave it. So if that's not where your head is in terms of trying to set up, you're never going to get those kind of big hucklebuck shots. So down to 71, looks like potential easy hole to throw here, despite some of the shenanigans here. Love this shot, number 2. All's in. Tied up 2 apiece.
Yeah, and to your point about the 1-6-7 is, and you can't rely on this factor, but it also makes your opponent aware that you're on a finish as well when they're in the setup from 1-7-8 and Scarborough's thinking, man, I have the throw and now I have to set up, right? It might not play a factor majority of the time, but just sometimes that little bit of pressure causes the egg to crack.
Well, I tell the story all the time. When I was playing a lot, I beat a guy because I set up from 304. Or maybe it was 306. It was an odd one where I hit the 419s and a triple 20, and like he just turned around to his friends. He's like, that guy just set up 170 from like on purpose, and like that's all he was thinking about the rest of the match. Now that's not going to happen to any of these guys, but there is an element to that that can wear on you.
Oh, did a good job with this start. Gonna try to continue with that momentum. Neither one of these guys really getting that same flow state. I mean, again, that Mike Scarborough Ram Guevara match had us on the edges of our seats. They're just not having that same energy right now. This is definitely a scrappy fight, and I say scrappy. They're still throwing well, all things considered, but to the standard of which they've been playing at all day, they're definitely feeling the struggles a little bit. They're feeling the heat in this moment, knowing how close they are to guaranteeing their spot. And we talk about guaranteeing the spot. It's also guaranteeing $3,000 in your pocket. That's another factor.
Look at my man, DJ Sayre, coming up with the muffed quote I was going for. Miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Gretzky. Coming from a ball hog like Gretzky.
You can see Bryan there sitting at 84. Does do a good job on the setup for Bubba.
And Paula Murphy into the queen seat match against Jillian Fancy Pants Phillips.
Which means Jillian Phillips or Paula Murphy will be in that ladies final there, guaranteeing at least $2,500, potentially $7,500 in their pockets. Both of them only one match away. Still fighting on the losers' side of the ladies. Currently, Jessica Melton in a lot of trouble. Jillian Phillips, start partner there, down 2-0 to Lane Lysak. Jessica Ball, Jennifer Pickett, and a last leg decider. And then, of course, Caitlin Myers, Nikki Hinshaw just getting underway. Winner that will play Becky Eaton Jedlow as Bubba goes ahead and takes out a 12 for a 3-2 lead in this matchup. A reminder, folks, Ram Guevara, Mike Maloney, our next matchup to see who makes the top 4 will be coming up next.
Oh, now all the Violet skating fans are coming out.
There's like at least like 5 of them, probably, maybe more. Seems like everyone's only a hockey fan whenever the Stanley Cup's on. Very weird how that works. Back to the darts. Bubba finds a 140. He's something about Bryan right now is feeling more and more likely. I don't know if Scarborough's starting to think about the day, but his body language, especially when he gets a little bit towards the off camera, I can see it on my other side, just doesn't look quite the same as it was earlier.
So good opening shot here. Bubba trying to follow up. A big swing here. He could overtake. So no treble. So a bit of a let off here for Scarborough.
Yeah, that was shots that I feel like neither of these guys were missing much of up until this point. And it's a little tense in this section right now. Again, knowing where you're at in the bracket, right?
Well, I think both of these players know exactly where they're at in the bracket, which is kind of the reason we're getting this scrappy match that we're getting. Again, this is the first time we've seen Bubba on camera, and as well as he's playing, I have a feeling it was a click or two more before now. And again, lets Mike off a little bit by not finding that second treble.
You can see Scarborough there at 101. Wanted a little bit more juice on the squeeze. Ryan's in a position to put some real heat on it. Goes by the nickname Bubba. Let me tell you, he is as easy keel as it goes when you talk to him outside of the dirt match for sure. Probably even during. We saw him cheering during Mike Porterfield's throw. When Mike Porterfield threw a perfect cricket game against him at the Pennsylvania BullShooter this year.
Oh, still in it. Not now. Good last, but Bryan to go one away from the final in a spot on our ESPN2 broadcast tomorrow. Needs 61.
Big 15. Don't get fancy with it. Just big 15. Big dart incoming. One that could change the course of the matchup. And it goes in.
The geometric center of something that has offset holes in it. Great dart there from Bubba.
What was the name of my band back in high school? Mike Scarborough getting a start.
The off-center holes?
Offset holes. Throws a bull in there, but finds the double for a 130 on the open.
I think looking for inspiration. He's looking for something.
You think so?
Yeah, something to get him going. One of my favorite things about following Mike on Facebook was some of his trick shots when he was doing that at work. Anybody that's taking time away from work to pull off trick shots on a dartboard, I'm in.
Scarborough now going to try to continue to keep up that energy. You said looking for inspiration. I think that's a great way to put it. Again, he was fiery earlier, but when you like to live on that emotion, when you're playing with that adrenaline, you gotta just keep up that energy one way or another. And sometimes doing random shots like that can get you back into the mix.
Bryan with the 4-2 lead. Oh, easy peasy into that treble 20. Staying right with Mike Scarborough here. Little bit of advantage, but see if Mike goes at the 19s. 4 19s in a bull, leaving 170. He does know this shot. Back down to the 19s. Great shot. Grabs a couple treble 19s. Does even better than the 170.
Yeah, great work there from Scarborough. Great board management, so to speak. His shot selection, other than the fact that he did a bull for inspiration, I mean, has been pretty much sound as it could be. But Bubba, this looks pretty sound. We'll take it.
Yep, a lot of pressure on this 1-3-2. One treble finish from Bryan. He's been finding that treble 20 with regularity. Oh, and
I'm surprised he didn't stay.
Yeah, he threw at the bigger target. I don't hate that that switch at all.
I don't hate it, but he nailed it at the start of the leg. He nailed it right there, and it was on the bottom side. Bubba, for the match and to move into our top 4 here.
For a spot on ESPN2. Bryan Bigham. Oh, he buries it. Double 14. There it is. He's in. Shaking hands with Mike Scarborough. 5-2 over the Giant Killer, who's played well all day. He's going to have to do it one more time against Leonard Gates on that 5th, 6th match.
So they meet again.